Alright. So, as usual, I'm just going to wait a couple seconds because YouTube usually cuts off my shit every time I try to upload something. The first minute just kind of disappears. And speaking of problems, my video kind of got screwed up. As you can see, I've kind of already went in and wired all my shit and stuff like that. I was recording it, but it didn't work out very well. And even the first video I recorded, I didn't realize you could only see this much of the frickin' case. My bad on that. I thought I had it set up right, but apparently not. But yeah, so real quick, the brackets for mounting the AIO, saying we're right down here. Just 2 screws to hold this in, and then these 2 black things here and here already come installed on your motherboard for the AM4 socket. And all you have to do is pretty much put these little pegs over it, tighten them down by hand, done. So it's stupid simple to install that AIO. And the RGB fan is pretty sweet. And it's pretty like solid as well too. Like it's got nice rubber pads on each of the sides and stuff like that to cut down vibration and noise and all that kind of good stuff. So I pretty much went through and wired most of the stuff already. Let's see if I can get some light so you can actually see what's going on in here. Okay. Most of your case cables that come up out of the case, that go back in through here, down through here, they wire it all down here. They give you pretty much like the power switch. They give you all of these little things that are up here. That's what you're wiring in down at the bottom of your motherboard, is those little USB ports and your power switch, SATA, that kind of stuff. So those all go down here. I got my USB drive in. It's a little blue cable, just kind of cramped down here. I just stuck everything through the back. You know, that's pretty much like what I see everyone do on their cable management. Obviously, theirs is a little bit cleaner and more tight than mine is. But what can you do? I'm a newbie. So we're just gonna flip around to the back real quick. So we still got 1 or 2 more things to do. So here's what the back of my shit's looking like. Could be worse. I mean, I got pretty much all my cables going right through here, and then some coming out the back up here, which are like my fan and the AIO and the RGB. So this is the wire that comes off my power supply, and it's giving power up to my top case fan, which is a little red and black wire up here, and that powers that big 240 millimeter. And then I just plugged my RGB controller right into this power as well, and then my little RGB cables that come off of that fan, and one of these already has spokes in it. There we go. Comes off my fan, and it comes off of the pump, and they just plug right into this little RGB controller. I can use either one of these, and you just kind of plug it in like so. All I have to do is line up, there's like 2 little arrows on each one, and that's signifying like where the power is coming through, and then the other 3 prongs are RGB, the different color spectrums. So you just got to make sure you line the 2 little arrows up when you're plugging them together, and that's about the only thing you really got to look out for on that. I do have this nice little twist tie over here I can kind of put all these things into. There's 2 of them that already came pre-installed in my case. I kind of stuck all these ones into one of these little ties and holds everything in place. And then I'm going to kind of try and stick all these ones into a tie if I can. But see, the RGB controller is on here too, so I'd kind of like to put it somewhere where I could access that RGB controller nice and easy. Jesus Christ, what did I do here? There we go. So if I could get to the RGB controller, maybe if I stick it just like down and inside here, and just kind of have it sitting in there, and that way I could pop off my side case real quick and easy, and kind of just reach in there and touch it. Reach in and touch it. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can stick all these, just kind of wrap them all up. Wrap it up. Pro tip, kids. Be safe. Wrap it up. So I'm just gonna stick all those like so, and stick this thing through here, and see if we can't hold all these little bitches in place a little bit better. Jesus. Just like that, maybe. Yeah, and it'll kind of hold all the wires there at least and keep them out of my fucking way to an extent. And I just got to get that little side panel on, hopefully, without too much issue. It's not a lot of room back here. I'm hoping that's not going to be too tight of a fit for this side panel that goes on here. But let me grab it. Let's find out. Because that's pretty much it for the wiring as far as I give a shit about right now. Okay. Nope, this is the one for the other side that actually has the fan in it. I need the solid one that doesn't have a fan. Okay. And here's the tricky part. Let's see. That cable is thick. Fucking power cable is so fucking thick. I don't know if I can get this on here, to be honest. Without fucking something up. Let's see. Just kind of gotta wiggle it in there, huh? Okay, I don't think that's gonna fucking fit. It's like bowing a little bit, you know? Let's see. Damn it. I mean, it is bowing. I can't tell if it's just because this thing's so tight or, you know, like so stiff, if it's actually like crimping it. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go on. Son of a bitch. I mean, it might not just be that. It could be these dumbass things. I think these little things are creating like too big by having all these cables in here. I think that's my issue, is I have too many cables wired into too small of a spot, you know? Let's see if I can shrink it down a little bit more, make it a little bit tighter. Because this shit ain't working the way it is. And same over here. See if we can crimp this one down a little bit more. Alright. Go for round 2. I'm just hoping I don't frickin' break anything off trying to push this thing on here. It's going to take some oomph apparently to get it on there. Because it does not want to go, man. See, it feels like... There we go. Some of these, what are they called? The 4-prong Molex connectors are a little fat too, and they're sticking out sideways instead of flat. They're causing an issue. This is dumb. This thing was not meant to have this cable's wired like this in the back apparently. Because there's no way in fucking hell I'm getting this thing on there. Alright, well, glad we're testing this out now. Because that ain't gonna work. At all. At all. These ones are too damn fat for sure. Having all these damn Molex connectors sticking out like that. That sucks. So what I think I might do is maybe try and like pull all this stuff through. Keep it tight while I put that other back side on. And that way I can just kind of shove it back into the back side of the case once it's all said and done. So let's just kind of cram this stuff up and in here for a minute. That way everything can kind of sit flat, hopefully. Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Okay. I don't think that's going to work at all. We're going to give it one more shot and see if it's the Molexes that are stopping it or if it's just the power cable being so fat. I have a sneaking suspicion that power cable is half the issue here. Yeah, I think it is. That sucks. That it's giving me this much of a fucking issue. I think it'd be a fucking problem whatsoever. Running your cables through the fucking back, I mean, I just need to really zip tie everything down better and get it all nice and flush and actually try and do my cable management like a big boy instead of just cramming it all back here. I don't want to. It's going to take forever. I mean, it's not even close to fucking, it's super warping. Okay, well fuck that then. So, we're not sticking that back panel on right now. I said, fuck it. I'll figure it all out later. So give me these cables back. Looks good, looks good. Blah, blah. Alright, fuck that side. The only other thing I need to do is plug this thing in. So it's got a Molex as well too. So I'll go right down through the back, and I got another freaking wire and Molex I'm gonna try and figure out in the back later on. And we'll make sure it plugs in back here nice and easy, where I can take that side panel off without yanking this cord out every time. That looks like the longest one right there. Alright, and she's in. So that pretty much does it. I got everything in there except for a graphics card, a disk drive, and of course my CPU. So let's plug the power supply in to the outlet and try and turn her on, and we'll make sure everything is working correctly and lighten up like it's supposed to. Power supply is in, and just click the power button. Okay, make sure all my cables are out of the way of fans and stuff like that. Don't want any wires getting caught in a fan or some stupid shit like that. That would suck, huh? I gotta wire those ones down. So for right now, we'll just let it hang here so that she ain't getting stuck up in that top fan. Everything else looks good. Let's give it a shot. Oh, gotta turn the actual power supply on and go. And it's all going. So let's take a look and see. As you can see, it is all lighting up. RAM sticks are lighting up. Damn, that RAM is super stupid sexy. And then let me see, where's that little RGB controller that I had? Let me find it real quick, hold on. So, what the little RGB controller gives you can switch through like the different modes. Get it to change colors. Flash. Through the different colors apparently. And I think you can change like the color of it or the speed of it. Yeah, you can change the speed of it. And I believe you can change the brightness as well too on certain ones. Like especially if it's just a solid one like this, you can change the light so it's not so bright. Turn it up and down. That's pretty cool. And then flashing, breathing, and then of course the spectrum change. So now it matches with the RAM. So that's looking good. No complaints here. Try and throw this side panel up on here and see how everything looks, I guess. Once it's, gotta make sure that wiring gets sucked up into the side panel or nothing. Just try and throw this thing on here. Slow and steady. Ooh, see? Those hoses from my AIO are gonna push up against the fan. Ooh. I might have to remount that AIO. Because that's going to push right up against it. I don't know if I like that. Ooh, Oh, Jesus. Scared me. Yeah, see, I don't know if I like that. It's going to push right up against the back of the housing on the fan. It's the cheap-ass little pegs on this thing don't ever want to stay in. Just kind of pops in like that. And pops in like that. And that way, when she's sitting next to me... Oh, I still gotta put that front panel in, too. But yeah. It's looking sweet. But yeah, the fan on the side is fucking huge. Oh yeah, I gotta put this front panel on, too. To cover up those fans so they don't look so freaking ugly. Because they do look ugly like that. So... this thing goes on like so, and then just kind of pops into place like that. What the fuck that is? Don't know. It's a little dusty. Apparently I missed cleaning that part when I took it out of the closet. Alright, so, ooh, you can see it through. Oh, that's nice. I didn't realize that you could actually see it all the way through. Nice. So that's my baby, up and running. Can't wait to get a freaking processor in there so I can really tinker and try some of this stuff out. Gentle, gentle. And then, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm assuming since everything else is getting power, this is the, let's see, I know I talked about this before, but I don't even know what the hell model I got in the past. This is the, let's see, Cooler Master Keys Lite RGB keyboard and mouse combo. And it comes in a nice little box, like so, blah, blah. It's pretty sweet. It feels good. Feels heavy. It's not a true mechanical keyboard or anything, obviously, for 50 bucks. I ain't giving you that. But, oh, it does work. Check that out. And, huh. So, the mouse and the keyboard both light up, and as well this can go through like a function mode, go through and change all through different modes and stuff like that. Breathing, rainbow, and you can adjust like the direction and the speed. And go real slow. This one's pretty cool. Every time you touch it, pulses out. And this one will switch through the colors slow and steady. Oh, this one's pretty nice because you can change the way that the pattern goes and stuff. So make it go all the way across, back across that way, diverge to center, split from center, and then bounce off each other in the center. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool shit these little things can do, and it's all built right into, obviously, the function modes and stuff like that. So you don't have to get like software for the computer and try and sync it all up and that kind of crap. You just use the functions right on the actual keyboard itself. So that's pretty nice. Then the mouse lights up different colors. Down here it'll go through the RGB spectrum, and it lights up in there too. And always just two little buttons on the side extra. So it's nothing crazy. For 50 bucks, you know, can't expect the world. But other than that, I think that's about it. RGBing it up now, but yeah, I really do want to get a new case already. I'm super jealous of having a tempered glass side that could actually, you know, show off the colors a little bit nicer and everything, but it'll do. It will do. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, comments, if you see I did anything wrong, I don't know, let me know. I do appreciate it. Thanks for giving me your time. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the dislike button if you think I'm dumb. Either way, appreciate it.